I am going to use my precious dwindling time here to talk about the end of the Game of Thrones TV show and why it was an issue. And I'm going to move forward and make the huge broad assumption that the sort of broader strokes of the TV show ending are what George actually intended. And that's part of the reason I think that he has paused on writing the books at such a swift speed. He's realized at least some of these endings fundamentally go against what he's written. And I'm going to focus specifically on Daenerys Targaryen because she's my favorite character. I am a Targaryen girl through and through, and I am a girl's girl through and through. And part of the reason that Dany's ending is so goddamn awful is George has not only written everything in the books not leading up to that point, but also he has written Fire and Blood, and he has written the history of the Targaryen dynasty, particularly the Dance with Dragons, to show that the way that the world of Westeros has traditionally disenfranchised Targaryen women and taken away their power, particularly when they want to be queen. And to have written all that, and to have all that background information, and to have the story of the dance, and then have it be leading to this ending where it turns out, oh, actually the moral is that women cannot inherit, they cannot have power, particularly Targaryen women, that's hugely unsatisfying. And George R.R. Martin is a smart man, and he is a progressive man. I think maybe when he first wrote out his initial outlines for the books, this could very well be what he intended. But as time has gone on, I do think he's fully smart enough to realize, like, oh my god, I can't do that. If I do that, that's hugely disrespectful to the women of the world, not only of Westeros, but my women readers. And that leaves them in a difficult situation where he now has to retool and rethink of everything he thought of for this character, because he has created all this lore and all this backstory that if he moves forward in that way, it's just going to spit in the face of everyone. And I don't necessarily think that Daenerys sitting the Iron Throne is the answer, but I also think he's created a little bit of an impossible situation by presenting this idea that Targaryen women cannot hold power of their own free will without being killed for it. So, again, I don't know what the solution to that can be, but I'm not sure George knows either. And in that respect, I do feel kind of sympathetic towards him, because once you've created this knot, you have to unravel it.